The bosses ruined the entire fucking game for me. I fucking hate these boss fights.
Yes, that's basically what it comes down to. Is every stage I felt like I'll play this. If I had to play through the game again, I would definitely skip the bosses. They are not fun, mostly because they are extremely
long.
Extremely tedious. Though how long? I get why they did it, because you can't have four people mollywopping the boss as soon as they jump in, because that's what's going to happen in a normal Sonic game. Like if we had 4-player Sonic Mania, the way you can attack the boss and everyone just jump in and fight's over.
You know what? To that I say let it happen anyway. Yeah. As long as everyone's having fun.
But for some odd reason, they love to do the thing where they have the boss's attack spot is just weak point right out of range.
But here's the thing. I don't think it's that too. I don't think it's that. I think they just thought it would just be a good idea to have these long bosses. Also, because funny enough, Sonic 4 Episode 2 had this problem too, where the bosses were just too long. But I think there was a checkpoint around the pinch. No, I don't think there was. No, Sonic 4 just had the same problem.
Yeah.
Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Yeah.
And it's these boss fights are too long, and the reason I disagree with that is because you have a boss fight with Sonic in Speed Jungle, Sonic's level, and that's a single player only level, and that Fang boss fight's also long.
I think no, that it's not long. That fight was it was a part of the level.
It wasn't super long, but it was still tedious. It's still if you die, it was still you have to do some. It's still some waiting room because all these bosses do the same thing. Where
Wait, you talking about Speed Jungle with Sonic?
Speed Jungle Sonic stage only.
No, that was just a run through the level.
Fang was
shooting you in the back.
Oh, Fang was shooting. Okay, his boss fight came later. Never mind.
Yeah, there was. You talking about the other boss fight later on in
I'm mixing him up. Okay, we're gonna get into that too.
Yeah, go.
That
was a long ass boss fight. I don't understand that one at all. I was watching. I was like, man, this is like that one dude from Gunstar Hero. It just kept phases because he just would not stop. It was just it got to a point where I'm glad that when I went into this fight, I had 250 rings, so I just supered all the way through it, and I was able to get to the end because it was absolute bullshit.
Because these bosses aren't very hard, but they're super tedious and they're just not fun. It's just you hit them, the hit point just either goes away, and it's you have to just wait for them to do it. Oh, okay. Wait for them to do a little animation, do their little attack. You dodge their little attack. Here's my hit point. Did you get it? You missed it? Oh, well, let me do my attack over again. The boss fight's going to take even longer now.
The further you get into the game, the least amount of time you have to attack them before they get back into their whole attack phase or point, and you have to wait again. It's not just the final boss, like the final boss of the stage. It's the mini bosses you fight in there for.
Yeah. All of them.
It comes to a point where a lot of you just F this. I gotta get past this. I know it took me a couple of tries. In normal mode, they're not so bad. But when you get to the later, more difficult modes, then they become a tedious, repetitive, asinine, better nonsense that you just please, for the love of God, let me beat it this time. Because if you die, that means all the way back to the beginning of the fight. And the most infamous I could think of right now are probably the pterodactyl from the snow level, the fighting Fang, and the gold level, the other level.
I know what you're talking about, but for me, it's all of them.
No, I'm just saying the ones that took longer than the other ones did. They were just long. Just kept going and just please give me a chance to attack this dude so I can get over with this level.
And they're just super slow. They're just really slow.
It makes no sense because I love. I can't just enough how much I love the levels themselves. The acts are fun, are really really fun, especially normal. Once you get all the chaos symbols, just blazing through the levels, I love doing that.
I don't think Trial and Error is fair game design. I don't like that.
Trial and Error was more Trial and Error for the levels was less tedious to me than it was with the bosses. Because the bosses, especially later on, got really trial and... we went back to the bosses. They get real trial and error-y once you get further into the games.
I'd probably look past it if the boss is already to make me agitated. Because I'm like, I'm coming back from the last boss fight, like, I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, now what? I wish I picked Tails for that final, the final not supersonic boss fight.
The egg robot thing?
Yeah, Death Egg Robo, pretty much.
Yeah.
The Death Rape Egg Robo. I wish I picked Tails because that was hell. That was fucking hell. I hated that boss fight.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one more than I like the one you don't do in trip mode.
I heard that one was terrible.
That one was not ass. That was not.
You can talk about spoilers because I looked up like the supersonic boss fight and looked up trip.
You want me to talk spoilers? Okay then.
Yeah, because I already see what it looks like.
It had a lot of surprise motherfucker moments, like just shit to just come out of nowhere without you no warning. So it's like, okay, instant death, you die. Okay, that's trial and error. You go and try again. You get past that part. Another part shows up. Instant death. Okay, I'll try that again. I know that's coming. Well then, let's destroy half the stage. Okay, I'll try that again. And then he destroys half the stage. Okay, then he destroys another part of the stage. Like, okay, I died again. What the fuck is this going on?
Here's my problem with Death Egg Robot. He shoots out these fucking blue missiles. Okay, you can't hit them in front of them. Fine, go to the back. All right, shoots out the blue missiles. You have to locate them, and hopefully the blue missiles land near you, and then hit them. You gotta do that a couple times. And you have to wait. Another waiting game. Wait for these fucking attacks. Wait for all these attacks.
That's what I'm saying. They do a lot of the whole state just out of reach. Like they had to.
It's annoying as fuck.
Have all the enemies going.
It wasn't difficult, but like it was so annoying. And the fact that like there was a second phase, and like I hate that second phase because like there was a bottomless pit near there, and like again that phase
I had Tails doing that part, so it's actually.
I had Sonic. That's why you had an easier time. I had Sonic.
And I did go back and play as Sonic because I wanted to see if it was a different little ending cutscene.
Yeah, I thought it was Super Sonic at the end or some shit.
Yeah, so I went back to play as Sonic. I gotta go play as Sonic, Super Sonic. So no, it didn't actually turn out to being that. It was just the same cutscene, except less because for some reason at that part, I think only Tails gets a little extra cutscene.
Huh? What happens?
Like don't you know how everyone just flies out with the robot inside the little machine?
Yep.
It actually shows him running down the corridor, flying over to the machine, locating everybody on the little. I
gotta look that up.
And then he flies. He grabs the machine and flies off and collects all of them, and then it flies down.
I gotta look that up. Okay.
Yeah, Tails is the only one who gets a little extra cutscene right there.
Yeah, but like that second phase had like a lot of surprise motherfucking moments with that bottomless pit he keeps making, and then so if you die right there, start from the first phase, and that like pissed me off.
A lot of those attacks were also like it didn't give you much room for breathing, especially the attacks where he was destroying the stage, like when he was destroying as he's chasing you. It was like if you slow down even the tiniest a bit, he's gonna hit you, and then you can die and start over. So it was, especially someone with a Sonic who's just base level and has no abilities beyond the drop dash because they got rid of his insta shield. It was a lot more difficult for me to beat that boss, especially since he can't fly over and get the extra hits in when he in the middle of transitioning. So yeah, but when you come when in Trip Story, that boss is different with Fang. And like I said, that's some bullshit. The first phase is bullshit. The second phase is extra bullshit. And I do not want to go through that again. I'm never, ever, ever... I'm going to visit this game again, but I'm never, ever, ever going to play Trip Story again. That was one and only thing that's going to happen.
I'm going to wait until they give me my piss diaper baby easy mode.
I'm going to play normal mode, but as soon as I get to the bosses, I'm going to quit the level and go to the next one. I'm never going to play at the bosses.
Give me my skip button.
I was like,
there you go. Give me a skip boss.
Like, hey, we're about to fight the boss. You want to skip it? Sure. Oh, thank you. I would love to skip this boss.
I remember I took a look at the menu before I started the main game, and I took a look at all the menus, and when I got to that boss fight, the cyber area,
yeah,
I was like, oh, I get it. Your water robot you make is what you fight. But like here the thing is, so going to the whole robot, the battle mode, it's stupid because all the parts are ridiculously expensive.